let's talk about some forgiveness basics. So everyone's heard the word forgiveness, of course, but not a lot of people know what forgiveness actually is. So when they say something is unforgivable, or when they don't think they've forgiven and kind of feel guilty about it, or feel like they're never going to forgive and still have anger, they're actually holding themselves stuck in a pattern instead of being released. Forgiveness is a lot easier than what most people think it is. And most people think it just means that you're supposed to have no bad feelings and erase everything as if it never happened. That is not what forgiveness is at all. That's willful denial. That doesn't have any processing. It's not honest. And if you try and do that, you're gonna feel stuck, or you're gonna be vulnerable to getting hurt again. So forgiveness is basically two things. One, forgiveness is about the past and only the past. And two, forgiveness is letting go of resentment towards a person or event, accepting that it happened and it cannot be changed, not ever. So that's it. It's letting go of resentment toward a person or event, and it's about the past. Now let's look at what forgiveness is not. Forgiveness does not guarantee a person a spot in your life, or a spot in your life the same as before. That has to do with trust. Trust is about the present and future. Can you trust that they won't repeat the action? If the answer is no, whether because you just can't trust them or because they've done absolutely nothing to give you reason to trust them, they don't need a spot in your life. Forgiveness is not an excuse. Forgiveness does not mean that they escape any kind of punishment or repercussions or amends. You can forgive someone and they still have to make amends. You can forgive someone and still go through some kind of court proceeding if they don't want to make amends. Now, why should you forgive? Because it's about you. It's not about them. They could be out of your life for months or even years. And if you haven't let go of resentment towards that person or that event or those years, you're going to still carry those around with you. You're still going to have a charge and anger. And so that past is going to be brought into your present over and over again. It's going to keep ruining more days. And that's just not fair to you. It's not immediate. It is a process, one that I've written about in my book, Forgiveness. I really wish everyone would read this. Not because it's my book. Well, yeah, it's because it's my book. But because I think it'll help you. I think a lot of people, I used to be really stuck, and I thought there was no other option. I thought that's happened, can't change it, so now my life is ruined forever. And anytime I saw anything that reminded me of, or heard any word that reminded me of something, I just thought I had to bring that up because that was in my mind. It felt honest. I didn't realize there was a choice, and I didn't know how to get through that pain and how to, you know, people say let it go, but with no actual how to let it go. So that's what I put together in the book, which I hope you read. Now, if you don't, that's okay too. But just know that if you think, well, I've moved on, I don't think about it anymore, but I'm never gonna forgive, you actually already have forgiven. That is forgiveness. I mean, there's different levels, which, again, in the book, but that already is forgiveness. You don't have to do any more than that. As long as it's not still controlling your life, you've forgiven, and that's awesome. Have a great day.